Hey guys, what's up? Yes, the title says it down there below. We are opening a Lightning of a Bliss, or I should say, well, whatever the title is going to say, but it's going to refer to basically a package that I received from an order that I did. In fact, I believe, according to the invoice that I got, I was one of the very first, I would say, 50 orders for the site. I believe so. And that is, of course, the Lightning Bliss a website, basically the shop site for Lightning Bliss. Now, in case you guys don't know who Lightning Bliss is, I'll try to put her picture up here so you can see it. This is Lightning Bliss, basically, depending on where you see it. This is Lightning Bliss, or at least her OC, her Pegasister slash Brony OC. Lightning Bliss has been a fan of the My Little Pony franchise since almost the day she was born, technically. And she's been a big, if not a huge part of the Brony slash Pegasus fandom when it comes to Friendship is Magic, that is. And she has been one of the more well-renowned Brony slash Pegasus analysis in the fandom. Um, Among many of her fellow colleagues, if you will. In fact, she's one of the more popular ones, to be precise. So, basically, recently, Lightning Bliss decided to open up an online store. Now, the reason she did this, of course, is due to the fact that, as she explains in the video, and I'll put an annotation here in the channel with right where you can see it, and at the end of the video, so you can click on it either way. Lightning Bliss basically explains, with the help of her fellow colleagues like Dr. Wolf, Eliora, Aeon of Dreams, that the reason she opened up this store was because of the fact that not many people can afford to go to conventions like, let's say, BabsCon, TrotCon, Everfree, Northwest, places like that, to meet her in person and buy stuff off of her, buy stuff off of a vending booth that she sets up, along with the likes of Silver Quill and many others. So what she decided to do is finally open up an online site, for people to purchase those same items that they would purchase, in person at a convention. Now, the other reason, obviously, is due to the fact that this year, or this past year, we were dealing with a global pandemic, if not a national pandemic, which was COVID. So basically, I guess, in my opinion, this was basically the final straw that, convinced Lightning Bliss to, open up this store and, give everybody else, besides those that would attend conventions, but also give everybody else an opportunity to, buy her wares, as Dr. Wolf put it, buy her merchandise, like her plushies, or, her light stands, her stickers, her art, if you will, her coloring books, whatever, she has on the site, she also has available, along with a few additional things, she has those available at her vending booths at conventions. But like I said, there's a lot of people, including myself, that haven't been able to afford the opportunity to go to these conventions and see people and meet people like Lightning Bliss and Dr. Wolf and Firebrand and Eliora and Silver Quill and the like, Thespio, in person. And, kind of tell them how much of a fan we are of their work and how much we appreciate them, being one of the main reasons that we, as fans ourselves, got into Friendship is Magic in the first place. So, when I look at someone like Lightning Bliss here, I look at somebody that definitely has played an integral part in not just me, but a lot of people giving Friendship is Magic a chance. And I'll say this about Lightning Bliss. She has come a long way since she started doing her Brony slash Pegasus analysis and reviews and topical discussions on anything MLP related. If you go to her channel, I'll try to provide a link to that as well. But if you go to her channel and you scroll back 5 years, you could definitely see the difference in the animation and the audio. And when you fast forward 5 years from those videos, which were like 2016, 2015, And you fast forward to now, you could definitely see the improvement that has occurred. You could see the improvement in the audio, in the animation. You could just see a lot of hard work went into, improving how she presents, her reviews and her analysis, when she's talking about MLP or any other franchise that she might be a fan of, using her Lightning Bliss OC, her Lightning Bliss Alicorn OC. In fact, her Lightning Bliss Alicorn has even gone through some slight design changes to what you see now. But anyway, though, like I said, she recently took this big step, which I'll be honest is a big step for anybody to take. But recently, she took this big step to basically venture out onto the online market and give access to those that don't have the finances to, like I said, go in person and meet her in person at a convention, and at the same time being at the convention, purchase any of her merchandise that she'll be selling at her booth. So this is a great opportunity for people that can't do that to be able to purchase that same stuff, like I mentioned earlier, that she sells at the conventions. And again, this is a major step for her. It's a major step for anybody because of the fact that this is normally a step that you see, big companies like Amazon, Walmart, WWE, Target, even grocery outlets like Save Mart, Lucky's, Albertsons, Hy-Vee, Costco, you name it. This is basically the kind of step that they've already taken, or if they're a smaller market that are proceeding to take, because they know not everybody can, afford to travel to their destination to where the store is to, pick up those items or to shop in person for those items. I know that when it comes to a lot of the comics that I've purchased over the past few years lately, that I've basically gone online and ordered some of them from the likes of Midtown Comics in New York, Black Cat Comics in the Bay Area, Mile High Comics in Denver. And basically, these are the same comics that I would be purchasing had I had the access, I should say, or the money to travel to those destinations and shop in person. But anyway, though, this is basically the second of the several package openings that are coming my way that will be uploaded here onto my channel. The other one, of course, yesterday was the big Amazon one, and this one's just a small one, as we could tell. And I'll cover the address there so you don't see it, but this is a small one, as you could tell. Probably the smallest out of the ones I'm going to get in the next several weeks, in next several days. And as a matter of fact, if you want to know that if this is Lightning Bliss, you could see the name right there. It says Lightning Bliss. So yeah. But again, this obviously is one of the first of several, if not many, orders people are going to be purchasing through her website. Like I said, according to the invoice, it said I was like around the first 30 online shoppers or purchasers of her merchandise off her site. And again, this is stuff that, normally, if you could, meet her in person at a convention like BabsCon or TrotCon or Everfree Northeast or Northwest, that you'd be able to, buy at one of her vending booths at that convention. But again, due to the fact, and I truly believe this was like, what really convinced her to take this next step. But due to the fact that we went through the pandemic last year, and we're kind of going through it still now, kind of getting to that tail end, hopefully, I think that's what convinced her finally to take this step and open up this online store. And you know what? I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I think it's going to work out for her in the end. And I think it's going to be a great success because what it's going to do, in my opinion, what it's going to do is it's going to open the door for a lot of her fellow colleagues like Dr. Wolf, like Silver Quill, like Aeon of Dreams, Firebrand, Eliora, Thespio. The list could go on Amnesty Christie, I think that's her name. Amnesty Christie. Fluffy Dragon, I think that's her name. I pronounced that wrong. I do apologize. Fiora. Again, the list goes on. Keyframe, Golden Fox. This is gonna, to me, open the door for them to pursue the same thing, and kind of encourage them to open up their own online stores, so that people that can't attend conventions in person due to financial reasons or due to certain things like a global national pandemic will be able to purchase stuff, from the comfort of their home and have it sent to them within days of ordering it. But anyway, though, that's all I really want to say on that. And before I open this, I want to say thank you to Lightning Bliss for doing this, not just for me, but for all of us. And I wish her nothing but the best. I truly believe this is going to be a successful venture for her. And like I said, I think it's going to help encourage her fellow colleagues to open up their own online stores in the future because of similar reasons, that obviously she's doing this. She opened hers up for, basically what I'm trying to say, and I do apologize, hopefully, basically I believe it's going to, as I said, encourage her fellow colleagues to, pursue the same thing she's doing and basically open up an online store so that, people can purchase those items from them if they financially can't attend a convention in person, or in this case, these recent times, a pandemic breaks out. So yeah, again, thank you. I want to say thank you to Lightning Bliss for doing this, and I'm sorry if I paused there for a second. I was trying to think about what I was going to say. And also, I'm timing my cup of noodles that I'm going to be eating for lunch as well, so I'm going to be eating those in just a bit after I finish this. But with that said, though, let's get on to the package opening, courtesy of Lightning Bliss. Like I said, this is Lightning Bliss. And what is this, you might ask? Well, basically, in my package opening video, or my package opening update video, I said that one of the places I'm getting stuff from in the next couple of days is Sky Railroad, and their association with Bleeding Tree. I think that's the name of the person that does the artwork. And what I'm getting from them is the ever-popular MLP edition of the Prance card set. And one of the expansion packs that they sell there are of YouTubers, established YouTubers like Lightning Bliss, Silver Quill, Dr. Wolf, Eliora, Firebrand, and several others. But unfortunately, that set is sold out, so hopefully they'll be able to fill that vacancy up again real soon. But Lightning Bliss decided, obviously, that knowing that might be the case, she was selling a lot of Prancer cards related to her and those that are associated with the Lightning Blitz show. Character-wise and all that. All her other OCs and stuff, or collaborated OCs, as you'll probably see with one of these. But anyway, though, let's open this baby up. And obviously, she taped it up very well. And I can understand that, Lightning. Basically, I had to... what's the word? I had to basically, and I don't want to cut anything there, so I'm going to try to give myself a decent opening here without cutting anything. Okay. But I can understand, Lightning, the fact that you put a lot of tape on here, basically. I can understand that because, as I was saying, I recently had to resend. I had to get, yesterday what I had to do is I had to go over to the Rite Aid, just down the street, get a Western Union money order for about a little over $30, take one of the yellow envelopes that we have, place the form that was sent back to me by the California DMV in Sacramento, place that in there, I placed that in there within an envelope. Actually what I did, long story short before I open this, basically I had to, like I say, resend a over $30 money order, which was a Western Union one this time around, not a United States Postal Service one. but I had to resend that. And what I did is I took a regular long envelope, like basically about this size a little bit, but a regular size envelope, and put the form that was sent back to me, the DMV renewal form for my state ID, put that in there along with the payment, mark on the envelope that the payment is in there, and then put it in the yellow manila package envelope, put some papers and stuff around it, and then purchase and print out another stamp, if you will, another, well, basically one of these, if you will, that you did. Basically one of these click and snips that you did. I had to basically do the same thing, but instead what I did is I added in, signature confirmation. Because what happened was the reason they sent back the California DMV form that I filled out to renew my ID was because the payment was not right or it was not enclosed. So I'm thinking either somebody took it or they got lost or something happened. So I basically filled out, like I said, a Western Union one, sent it, and I did it the right way. I said who it was going to. I said what it was for. I even put my ID, my state ID for my my state ID card on the back, like they tell you to. Like I said, put it in the regular envelope, put it in the yellow envelope, put some stuff around it so that nobody would know what it was, and then send it out, and then print out basically a click and snip, a stamp, if you will, and send it out to the DMV, which they ended up getting yesterday, and it was signed by someone, I'm guessing a security guard that was there. But yeah, I kind of understand. But what I did when it came to that yellow envelope is not only that I put tape around the the postage, around the postage, if you will, but I also put it around the yellow envelope as well, like where you seal it and everything, like you did here. So anyway, anyway, what I'm trying to say, Lightning, is I understand you doing this because obviously with the postal service nowadays, you don't know who to trust. But getting back on topic here, let's open this baby up and see exactly what I ordered from her and how it associates with the Prancer game, the MLP edition that I'll be getting hopefully by tomorrow or Monday. And we're going to pull these out. Anything else in there? Nope, completely empty. Okay. Ooh, we got a nice little sleeve, it looks like. Ooh, it is a nice little sleeve. And okay, what is this? This is a little card. All right. It's a little like business card or something. It says Shaw's The Lightning Bliss Show Rainbow Chaos All Around, TF2 Analysis, Anarchy, Magic Lessons. Basically, it's an advertisement for her show. And it shows you what she does, basically like custom lights and everything. So thank you very much for that, Lightning. Very nice to have a business card. Pretty cool. And again, nice little sleeve. Nice little rainbow sleeve there. Pretty nice. And, ooh, it's nice and everything. Nice little rainbow sleeve. Pretty cool. To put the cards in. And these are indeed Prancers. As you can tell by the bag, they are Prancers. So that's really nice. And what do they look like? Well, first of all, we have Lightning, which is part of the expansion YouTuber pack on Sky Railroad's store site, where you can get the Prancer set, or the Prancer card set, the 54 card set. So we have Lightning Bliss, pretty cool. Then we have her pet Twink, which is really nice. Pretty cool on that. Then we have her alter ego, kind of a rebellious alter ego. And she actually did a storyline on this. If I can find the storyline, I might link it too. But it was a recent one she did last year. Or actually, not last year. It was at the end of 2019, going into last year, she did it. But here we have her alter ego, Thunderblight, who recently made a return. And hold on for a sec. I don't know who that is. Wrong number. But anyway, like I said, here we have Thunderblight, who recently made a return in a animated short that she did with Thespio and Midnight Sonata. So, she's basically what she is the alter ego, the more rebellious, aggressive side of Lightning. And in here we have Euphoria. And if you want to know who Euphoria is the fusion. This is the truth. The fusion of Lightning Bliss and Aeon of Dreams, and it was done during a Christmas short that they did a couple years back, and this was like before the whole. This is before the whole Toon Critic situation, reared its ugly head. This is before that, and it was in that Christmas short in which Aeon, from a story continuity standpoint, convinced Lightning to go through with the fusion, and thus what they created was a kind of a sultry, kind of rebellious, sultry, good-hearted fusion called Euphoria. So basically, it was a blending of both the personalities into one. So yeah, got the Lightning Bliss. So yeah, this is the first thing I ordered from the Lightning Bliss store, and I am greatly satisfied with it. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to purchasing more out of that store, and I highly recommend you guys do the same thing. Because again, if you can't go to the conventions once they resume to see her in person and basically, purchase the wares from her vending booth, then the online store is probably the best solution, alternative solution to go with. And again, like I said earlier, I really appreciate that she does this, and I have a feeling that it's going to open up the doors for a lot of her fellow colleagues to follow suit and do the same thing as well. But yeah, thank you very much, Lightning Bliss, for this, and thank you for opening up the store for all of us to have a chance to purchase your wares. Again, I definitely look forward to doing more in the future. My main goal, and you can see it in the back here, I have plushies and all that of MLP. My main goal is to probably, once the opportunity presents itself, to get a Euphoria or Lightning Bliss plush in the long run. But yeah, there we go. So again, thank you very much for that, Lightning Bliss. Really appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all about it, I should say, for this package opening. Thank you all for watching. I know it was a little long, but I had to take the time and explain exactly what this was about, and how I got it, kind of the history tied to it and the person behind it. But again, thank you all for watching. Comment down below. Let me know what you all think about the package I got here, and also what are your thoughts on folks like Lightning Bliss and others opening up their own online stores to provide access to those that financially can't afford to go to a convention to meet them, to purchase the items that they sell at those conventions and so on. Let me know down below. And again, thank you to Lightning Bliss for doing this. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. And I am out. And as she would say, and as she says in her at the end of all her videos, keep an eye out for those rainbows. They will make you smile. So again, thank you, Lightning Bliss, for this. And again, I look forward to more in the future, to doing more business, shopping more off the site. And that's all I can say, guys. So till next time, take care. God bless. I am out.